All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. All right, so for those of you brand new watching my live stream, you guys probably figured out that I'm trying something new. One second. All right, I had to put that volume down. I had some audio feedback going on, but anyway, guys. So yes, I'm using a brand new software. I was using Zoom on my last live, so now I'm using OBS. So it's quite new to me. So definitely bear with me, guys. I am not used to the system, so I'm kind of playing around with OBS right now. I do love it so far. So definitely give me some feedback, some comments if you guys like my new live setup. For any of you guys that have been watching me, you guys know that I use Zoom and it's a bit unprofessional. So I do need a little bit of an upgrade. So I upgraded to OBS. So I want to give thanks to Jess. She's the person that helped me set up OBS. So thank you, Jess, for helping me set that up. But anyway, guys, so in this live stream, we're gonna talk about whether it's possible to retire with your current cryptocurrency portfolio. Now, obviously, we're gonna talk about that on different crypto ranges. Right? Some of you guys might have a $1,000 portfolio. Some of you might have a $10,000 portfolio. Some of you might have a $100,000 portfolio. Now, obviously, if your cryptocurrency portfolio is over $1 million right now, you're pretty much set to retire unless this is the end of the world. But anyway, guys, so we're going to talk about retiring with cryptocurrencies, no matter what range in cryptocurrency you're in right now, whether you're in the $1,000 range, the $10,000 range, or the $100,000 or above range. So we're going to talk about that in this video. So anyway, guys, so for those of you guys just joining right now, definitely give me some feedback. I am using OBS for the very first time. Again, I used to use Zoom, which is quite unprofessional. So definitely let me know, give me some feedback, and let me know if you like this new setup of mine. All right, before we get started, guys, I do want to check out the comments, making sure. Okay, nice. All right, so as you guys can see here, we can look at the comments together. Definitely write something in the comment box. I do like this new comment stream right here. It's more, it's kind of like an avatar. Everything looks good. Everything looks good in the comment section. So I do like this sort of this version of comment streams right here. So definitely write something in the comment box just so I can test out how good the comments are coming along. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive into the video, which again, the topic of this video is going to be retiring with cryptocurrency. So we're going to start off with my portfolio first off, and then we're going to dive into no matter how much you have in your portfolio, like whether that be 100,000, 10,000, or 1,000, right? So we're going to dive in every aspect of your portfolio just to see if it's possible to retire in this market cycle. So for any of you guys that are joining me, we're going to start off with my portfolio, and then we'll move on to different kinds of portfolios, right? So okay, so big news for any of you guys joining me, breaking news. I haven't updated my Google spreadsheet. Again, I've been busy and I haven't had time to figure out how to update that live. But I will update that this weekend, my Google spreadsheets, so you guys can see a real up-to-date version of my portfolio. But for those of you guys joining my live stream right now, this is my current portfolio right now. So one thing I want to show you guys in this current portfolio is I pretty much sold majority of my Bitcoin into Ethereum. So as you guys can see, the only Bitcoin I have remaining in this portfolio is wrapped Bitcoin. I pretty much only have 0.03 of a Bitcoin remaining. I know, some other YouTubers might call me crazy. There's gonna be a lot of people that call me crazy, but I'm not gonna say I'm an Ethereum maximalist. As many of you guys can see here, I do have ADA becoming 11% of my portfolio currently at current valuation. So I'm not an Ethereum maximalist, but I do love my altcoins. You know what I mean? I do love my altcoins. So definitely in the comment section below, let me know if you guys are Bitcoin holders, altcoin holders. Let me know. Oh, one thing, I do apologize, guys. I realized that I haven't been sharing my Excel spreadsheet for those of you guys joining. Again, for those of you joining, it is my first time using OBS, so definitely bear with me. I forgot to change the scene. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and change the scene. Again, I'm getting used to this, so definitely bear with me, guys. I forgot to change the scene. All right, so back to okay, real quick. I know I've already said it. Again, I've liquidated most of my BTC position and I've entered Ethereum. So as you guys can see here, a lot of my position is in Ethereum now. 73% of my portfolio is in Ethereum. With a whole variety of altcoins. Cardano being my next biggest position. And what about that Celsius pump, right, guys? So Celsius pumping well over $7. I am pretty happy about that. I'm hoping that crypto.com can pump next. Again, I only hold roughly 10,000 CROs, 10,000 CROs. But I'm pretty happy about that. Again, we're gonna talk about this in a different video, but I do expect CRO to potentially hit as high as $3. So I will be happy with a $3 CRO. Assume saying that I do have a 10,000 CRO. Wow. Okay. In the comments, someone has 70% alts, 30% BTC. Okay, that's actually a pretty good portfolio. Assuming that my portfolio is pretty much 99% altcoins, as you guys can see here. All right, guys. So we're not gonna go into detail too much of my portfolio because you guys watch my videos a lot. You guys know that I am trying to hit the $1 million valuation for my portfolio. So we're not even gonna go into detail with my portfolio. So we're gonna dive into a few different scenarios of different types of cryptocurrency portfolio. At the $100,000 valuation point, at the $10,000 valuation point, and finally the $1,000 valuation point. All right, so we're gonna dive in and see whether it's realistic to retire in this market cycle, according to that portfolio. All right, guys. So actually, we're gonna make a new spreadsheet. We're gonna really try to make this interactive, guys. I do want to hear your opinions on whether you agree with me. So we're gonna dive into different portfolio scenarios to see whether you can retire with different possible portfolios. Now, I do want to give you guys a caveat. What's up, Alex? What's up, man? So I do want to give you guys a caveat. If you have a portfolio that's less than $100,000 right now, I would say it's potential to retire in this market cycle. I still do believe that's possible, but one caveat is you're not going to be able to retire in a Western country. All right. So I just don't believe that. Even if you were to 10x your let's say $100,000 portfolio into $1 million. I mean, you're gonna live a decent life in a Western country. Again, that's just my opinion. If you live in a country like Australia, Canada, the United States, the UK, yeah, I mean, I guess if you grow your $100,000 portfolio to $1 million, pay 20% in taxes, so that's 800,000. That's just not gonna be enough passive income for you to really, really comfortably live in Western countries like the US, UK, Australia. So again, one caveat, my calculations are based off of if you were to live in a country like Ukraine, the Philippines, Vietnam, countries like that, where it's amazing countries. I love these countries so much. Latin countries like Colombia, Mexico, I love these countries so much. You can definitely retire with that kind of portfolio. But then again, guys, so that's going to be my analysis for this video. Is going to be based on living outside of your typical Western country, because I just don't think you can comfortably retire with a $800,000 portfolio in a Western country. So we're gonna definitely dive into that for sure. All right, guys. So let's actually talk about scenario number one. All right. So I do love my Excel spreadsheets. So we're gonna talk about scenario number one. We're gonna talk about a $100,000 portfolio. Right. Let's assume right now you have a $100,000 portfolio. All right. Now, again, guys, so everything I tell you in this video is not going to be financial advice. Again, your portfolio management is your portfolio management. I'm not going to be like telling you, oh, you should invest strictly into this token, But for me, $100,000 portfolio, again, I'm very aggressive. If that was me, if I had $100,000 portfolio right now, again, majority of that will probably be in Ethereum. Again, you guys know that 70% of my portfolio right now is in Ethereum. So let's actually take a look at the Bitcoin Ethereum chart, because that's very important. 1 second, guys. Let me change that real quick. Okay, let's take a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So you guys know that right now Ethereum for the last, I would say, few weeks has been really outperforming Bitcoin. Now, again, even at these current valuations, Ethereum, I believe, can easily hit this towards the end of the market cycle. We still have easily 134% return against Bitcoin. All right, guys. So I believe that especially if you're brand new in crypto and you want a little bit more alpha and you're willing to take the volatility, the risk of Ethereum, I wouldn't really mind if majority of your portfolio is allocated into Ethereum, because I love Ethereum. If you're gonna invest into altcoins, Ethereum is gonna be your blue chip. All right, so let's actually start off with a $100,000 portfolio. Again, if you were to start off with a $100,000 portfolio, again, I would easily have all majority of that into altcoins. Again, depending on your risk tolerance, I know that Bitcoin is very important in a portfolio. This is probably bad advice, honestly. For a lot of YouTubers, this is bad advice. But again, if this was much higher, I would definitely have a Bitcoin allocation. Again, but the point of this is really retiring, right? Increasing your alpha. I've made a lot of my portfolio right now for taking on a lot of risk. Like I guess the mainstream crypto YouTubers tell you out there, oh, you should always have a big chunk of your portfolio into Bitcoin. I do understand that. I am a Bitcoin fan. Towards the end of the bull market, a lot of my portfolio will probably be allocated towards Bitcoin and then the rest in cash. But I'm not a mainstream YouTuber. For me, I look for alpha, and for me, the number one blue chip cryptocurrency token is going to be Ethereum. So if I had $100,000 right now that I were to invest into cryptocurrencies, again, I probably wouldn't have a lot of Bitcoin. That's just me. Again, not financial advice. You guys do your own analysis for that. So if I had 100,000, I would easily have 70% of that into Ethereum. So let's actually take a look at that. 70% of 100,000 is going to be $70,000. So $70,000. Let's actually just quickly make an analysis here. So $70,000. All right. And then, you know what? I do hold a lot of baskets of cryptocurrencies, most of it DeFi, Cardano. I'm not going to dive into too much detail on that. Again, I do make a lot of videos on that already on my regular channel. If you guys want to see a more detailed analysis of my altcoin positions and how far I think they can go, like crypto.com, Celsius, things like that, definitely, keep an eye on my regular videos that I will post. I know I haven't been posting, guys. I do apologize. I've been working 60-hour weeks, and hopefully in the next few months, you'll see me post more and more videos in my regular channel. So I do apologize that I haven't posted in a while. Once I slow down from work, you're going to see me post a lot, guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I'm just going to call it altcoins. For the remaining of the position, I'm going to call it altcoins. All right, guys. So with a $100,000 portfolio, $70,000 of that is going to be in Ethereum, and $30,000 is going to be into remaining altcoins. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the $100,000 portfolio. Okay. So $70,000 worth of Ethereum. So right now the current price, okay, let's take a look at Ethereum right now in terms of the USD valuations. All right, let's take a look at ETH USD, guys. All right, so currently right now, guys, as you guys can see, Ethereum USD is hovering roughly at $2,100. Again, my price prediction for Ethereum is roughly $20,000. So let's take a look real quick. So let's take a look at ETH BTC. If we were to breach this this high that I do expect that we're gonna hit towards the end of the cycle, that's gonna be almost a 3x against Bitcoin. Now, again, 188% to be exact is gonna be a 2.8x. So if you guys can see, if Ethereum were to 2.8x against Bitcoin, let's go back to my Excel spreadsheet real quick. Change that. All right. So let's assume right now Bitcoin is hovering roughly at 60,000. All right. And a very quite realistic target for Bitcoin is going to be 200,000. All right. So if we were to take that multiple, that would be a 3.3x against if BTC were to go from $60,000 right now to $200,000, that's going to be a 3.3x from the current valuations right now. So currently right now Ethereum is going to be 2,200. All right. So 20 again, guys, this is very rough calculations. Anything could happen. So right now, currently Ethereum is 2,200. If Ethereum were just perform at the same pace as Bitcoin, that would put Ethereum at roughly $7,300. All right, guys, $7,300. Again, I do believe that ETH BTC will explode towards the end of the market cycle. So let's just assume that comes into play. 188% return is going to be a 2.8x. All right, so let's assume that comes into play times 2.8x. So that's going to be $20,000 Ethereum. All right, so from the current valuation right now of roughly 2,100, let's just take that plus or minus. That is going to be a 9.3x on your portfolio. All right, guys. So if you had a $70,000 portfolio worth of Ethereum, at 9.3x, let's take your $70,000 worth of Ethereum right now at the current valuations at 9.3x. All right, that's going to take your portfolio to $653,000. Now, again, so if Ethereum were, imagine this, guys, if Ethereum were to perform at 9.3x against Bitcoin, if you have the right altcoin plays, all right, your altcoin portfolio will most likely, again, if you have the right altcoin plays, your altcoin portfolio will most likely outperform Ethereum. All right. So assuming you invest in DeFi tokens, Cardano, you have just the right altcoin plays, you're gonna perform most likely higher than this. Now, I'm not gonna be so aggressive to where you're gonna double the performance here. I'm just gonna say you're probably gonna perform 50% better than this multiple here. So let's take that a 50% improvement in this multiple. So it's gonna be a 14x. All right. So if you have your Ethereum portfolio right now at $70,000. Again, at the very top, assuming you don't sell anything, again, that's not advisable. I don't recommend that. I do assume that you guys are going to be selling at certain points, 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, 20,000. Again, definitely sell before we hit the targets, guys. Now, but anyway, if we take your altcoin portfolio right now of $30,000 and hit this multiple of 14, all right, hold on one second. So 14 times your $30,000 portfolio. All right, that's going to give you a $420,000 alpha right there. So we take a total of that. All right. Again, this is assuming you have the right altcoin place. I'm not going to go into detail of that in this video. You definitely have to make sure that you invest in altcoins that have fundamental value and that have the alpha against Ethereum. All right. So things that I would look at are, DeFi against Ethereum charts. So definitely look at the charts using Ethereum as your play. So maybe look at the ETH, the Yearn Finance Ethereum pair. All right. So maybe Yearn Finance right now is underperforming against Ethereum. So definitely very possible for your altcoin portfolio to outperform Ethereum even. All right. So Ethereum's going to outperform Bitcoin and your altcoin portfolio is going to outperform Ethereum. All right. That's how we come up with these valuations, guys. Anyway, if that were to come into play in total, your portfolio at the very end of the bull market cycle, again, assuming you don't sell, which is not advisable, at the very end of the bull market cycle, even a $100,000 portfolio, you can easily 10x that to $1 million. Now, again, it's very different depending on where you live. Some people, they live in countries where taxes are very irrelevant because it's very low. Again, I live in the US. So assuming you've held your portfolio for long term, you're going to pay long-term capital gains, which is going to be roughly 20% at the very max. All right. So if you live in a country like the US for long-term capital gains, you're going to pay 20% taxes. So again, this is a very rough calculation. It can be more, it can be less, but I'm just going to take this number and subtract 20%. So I'm going to take that number times 0.8. All right, guys. So you're going to be left with $858,000. All right, guys. All right, let's imagine this portfolio real quick. Now, real quick before we move on, let's take a look at a few options, right? If you were very aggressive, you'd probably have a lot of this $858,000 you would probably put in stable coins. Again, there's nothing wrong with holding stable coins for a few months, guys. I mean, I know that inflation, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I do believe in inflation. One day the US dollar will collapse, but do I believe that the US dollar will collapse in 1 year, 2 years, I'm not in that camp, guys. I do believe in hyperinflation later on down the line, but I still do believe that the US dollar still has at least 5-10 years to go before it loses reserve currency status. So for me, holding $858,000 into a stable coin, that's not a big deal for me, especially if I'm only doing it for a few months, waiting for the next bear market cycle for crypto. All right. So just imagine this, guys. Imagine if Ethereum were to go all the way up to $20,000 and you wait, let's say 6 months. You wait 6 months, 7, 8, 9 months, right? Imagine if it goes from $20,000 all the way down to, let's say, 3,000. All right. So you're basically selling the top and buying the bottom. So that's going to be my plan. Again, I am not completely sure yet if I want to hold majority of my portfolio in stable coins, but for now, let's just assume that you're going to hold majority of this gains into stable coins just so it doesn't fluctuate in volatility. All right, guys. So assuming we hold this for stable coins, right, guys? Let's say you have $100,000 portfolio right now, and after paying taxes, it goes all the way up to $858,000. Now, let's take a look at stablecoin rates right now. In crypto.com, if you have the green card like me, you get 12% on your stablecoins. In Blockfi, you get 8.6% on your stablecoins. In Celsius, you get roughly 10% on your stablecoins. Now, I don't know, guys, if they're gonna have these stablecoin rates the same. Maybe during the bear market they might decrease these rates. All right, let's assume they decrease it. All right, across the board, crypto.com, Blockfi, Celsius, let's say they all decrease their rates. Let's say right now, average between the three platforms, let's say on average is about 10%, right? Let's say they decrease the rates to, let's say, 7%, right? Across the board, let's say you diversify your portfolio between the three platforms. I wouldn't want to hold majority of my assets into one platform. That's a lot of counterparty risk, all right? So let's say the rates decrease to 7%. Let's take a look at your monthly passive income if that were to happen. Oops. So assuming a 7% rate on your portfolio of $858,000, 7% rate on a yearly basis, you're getting $60,000 per year. So think about that, guys. I mean, I know you can definitely live on $60,000 per year in the UK, the US, but it's not going to be a bougie, nice lifestyle, right? So if you want to, that's fine. You guys can stay in the UK, the US, that's fine. But $60,000 gross per year, that's going to be a lot of money if you live in countries like Ukraine, Belgium, not Belgium, but Eastern European countries, Southeast Asian countries. $60,000 per year is going to be a lot of money, guys. So divide that per month to get your monthly income. That's going to be a $5,000 monthly income, again, minus taxes, all right, depending on what country you live in. All right, so let's step back real quick. All right, guys, so basically, if you're in the right play, again, my advice is not financial advice. This is a very aggressive portfolio. Again, some of you guys might be a little bit more conservative than me, so having a portfolio with no Bitcoin, that's quite aggressive. Again, that's something that I've done. So just real quick, for those of you guys joining my chat right now, real quick, I've sold majority of my Bitcoins into Ethereum. All right, I mean, I'm not gonna call myself an Ethereum maximalist because I do hold Cardano. All right, guys, but pretty much, I would say 99% of my cryptocurrency portfolio is in altcoins, all right? So call me crazy, that's fine. This is not financial advice, guys. I barely hold any Bitcoins now. Again, I might buy Bitcoin, now that it's consolidating, I might buy a little bit more Bitcoin, as I get my paychecks for my job, my bonuses for my job. But for now, my portfolio is pretty much, Ethereum, guys. I love Ethereum so much. Again, not financial advice. All right, so basically, for those of you guys joining, I'll keep it simple. I'll summarize this. So if you had $100,000 portfolio right now, and majority of it, 70% of that were put into Ethereum at 70,000, it has the potential to go to 653,000. And then if you had altcoin positions, 30% right now, and it were to outperform Ethereum, let's say Ethereum performs at 9.3x multiple, and your altcoin portfolio performs at 14x multiple, your $30,000 portfolio into altcoins will easily go to $420,000. Now, again, guys, this is if we hit our moon boy targets, all right? So let's just say that you start taking profits before $20,000. So let's just cut this in half. So basically, your $1 million expectation, it's probably not going to happen. All right, that's moon boy. So let's just say we cut that in half. So your ending portfolio is going to be roughly 500,000. You're going to pay your taxes. So basically, cut your salary in half. Assuming a 7% rate on stablecoins, you put all of your gains into stablecoins. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. I mean, like holding stablecoins for 3-6 months, there's nothing wrong with that. I know hyperinflation, blah blah blah. That's a big deal, but I mean, come on, guys. 6 months. I mean, if you're holding a stablecoin like USDC backed with the US dollar, I'm not worried on the US dollar losing reserve currency status in the next 12 months, guys. I do believe in the US dollar short term. I think that the US dollar can maintain reserve currency status for at least for a few more years, guys. I don't believe in that, next year it's going to explode. I don't believe in that camp, right? So cut this income in half, take 60,000, dump it to 30,000. So you're going to be left with $2,500, assuming, because it's very unlikely that we hit our moon boy targets. All right, let's cut that in half to be conservative. So if you had $100,000 portfolio right now, realistically, if you were to hit your expectations, our expectations as a community, you can realistically make $2,500 per month, right? So expectation for this portfolio is going to be $2,500 per month. All right, guys, $2,500 per month. Now, again, in Western countries, $2,500 per month, that's not a good life, guys. I mean, for those of you guys right now that live in Canada, the US, the United States, Australia, the UK, I mean, down in the comment section, definitely let me know. Is $2,500 per month realistic? I mean, can you realistically live a good life with $2,500 a month? Definitely in the comment section below. If you live in Western countries right now, tell me right now if you can live on $2,500. Definitely not, all right? In my opinion, all right? But if you live in Ukraine, Southeast Asia, like the Philippines, all right, $2,500 a month, you're gonna live a bougie lifestyle, guys. So basically, in my opinion, if you have a $100,000 cryptocurrency portfolio right now and you allocate it well, even with a conservative 50% expectation, again, I misspelled this, sorry about that, expectations. All right, so expectations at 50%. All right, so in my opinion, a $100,000 portfolio allocated well can probably make $2,500 of passive income, guys. So what's next? You know what? Let's actually take this to the next level, right? Let's say you're at $2,500 passive income. So basically, you're only withdrawing your interest from Crypto.com, from Blockfi, from Celsius. You're only withdrawing interest money, all right? So at the end of the day, you're still gonna have your 858, and then what's 50% of that? Let's say you only have 50% of that. There you go. So 429. So that's a 50% expectation. So let's say we peak in October. All right. Let's say we peak in October. So let's say from December 2021 to December 2022, that's your so-called bear market that we're gonna have in crypto. So basically, in 1 year, you guys can live in an amazing country, rocking $2,500 per month, and your $429,000 stablecoin portfolio stays. All right. You know what? Let's actually value this portfolio in terms of Ethereum right now, all right? So let's take this $100,000 portfolio. Right now, Ethereum's price is roughly $2,200. Let's value this in Ethereum, all right? Because I do love Ethereum. So let's value this portfolio in Ethereum, all right? So basically, this $100,000 portfolio is currently valued at roughly 45 Ethereum, all right, guys? And if we go back to this portfolio, all right? So $429,000 portfolio. Again, you can retire with this portfolio rocking $2,500. And let's just say Ethereum goes from $20,000 all the way down to, I believe that Ethereum will go down to 2,000, but just to be conservative, and we don't get to buy Ethereum that low. Let's say that Ethereum, you're able to buy Ethereum at $3,000. All right, guys. So basically, take your $429,000 portfolio, divide that by 3,000. You know what I mean? You basically just multiply your portfolio from 45 Ethereum right now to 143 Ethereum. Now, again, guys, for those of you guys joining, again, it's very confusing on the Excel spreadsheets. I'm gonna try to really summarize what I'm thinking here in my head. So basically, this $429,000 stablecoin portfolio, if you were to just wait for Ethereum to go from 20,000 all the way down to 3,000, you're gonna multiply your Ethereum from 45 Ethereum all the way to 143 Ethereum. All right, guys. And my price prediction for Ethereum in the next cycle, again, not this cycle, but the 2024 cycle, right? My price prediction for Ethereum is easily $50,000 next cycle. All right. So basically, we take that. All right, take that times $50,000. All right, I mean, that's crazy, guys. So basically, again, this is a perfect world. If this were to happen, you basically converted a $100,000 portfolio right now, retire at the end of the year with $2,500 of passive income, live in whatever country you want that's cheap, and by 2024, 2025, you guys will have a $7.1 million Ethereum portfolio. Now, again, I'm not going to stick into Ethereum most likely all my portfolio. I might have Cardano, DeFi tokens. I'm definitely going to allocate, but we're using Ethereum as the base example because I do love Ethereum. I guess you guys can say that I'm almost an Ethereum maximalist. I do love Ethereum that much, all right? But anyways, if things were to go well, guys, and we were to ride the bear market well, the next year or two, you can convert a $100,000 cryptocurrency portfolio now into $7.1 million, guys. Now, I know a lot of my viewers out there don't have a $100,000 portfolio. So, we're going to quickly dive into, the potential of a $10,000 portfolio. And if we have time, we're going to dive into a $1,000 portfolio, but before we get there, I do want to check out the comments real quick just to see, if we have any questions. All right, guys, 1 second. Let me check the comments. All right, let's check the comments. All right. Oh yeah, blind ETH cult. Okay, yes. There is a pretty big Ethereum community out there. I know that Cardano community is quite strong and quite powerful, but the Ethereum community is quite big out there as well. So, for sure. So, like, let me know you guys' thoughts out there. So I know that for a lot of people, right now $100,000 portfolio is not it's not feasible because I believe a lot of my subscribers are just joining crypto right now for the first time. I've been in crypto since 2017. If you've been in crypto for a full cycle where you go through a bull market cycle, like a bear market cycle, it's quite realistic that you're going to have a six-figure portfolio, especially if you've been in crypto for one full cycle, but if you're just joining cryptocurrency right now, it's probably not realistic to have a $100,000 portfolio at the moment right now. So definitely, I want to hear in the comment section down below. Like, let me know you guys' thoughts. And, I definitely want to know if it's possible for your portfolio to retire. So definitely in the comment section below, let me know if you have the portfolio right now, the alpha, to eventually retire from cryptocurrency in this market cycle. All right, guys. So let me know in the comment section below, what country do you plan on retiring to? Like whether that be Ukraine, Budapest, Vietnam, Philippines. Like, let me know definitely what country you guys will retire to if you're gonna retire. Maybe you're gonna hold crypto for one more cycle. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Oh, BNB, yes. I fortunately, I never got into BNB. I never got into BNB for sure. But I missed out on those gains already. I don't like buying pumps, guys. I definitely don't like buying pumps, especially if a token, let's see, 428. Okay, if that is the case, 482%. I'm not gonna buy the pump. I'd rather buy something that's bleeding. So if it's pumped by 482% already, I mean, I know it has potential still in the future, but that's quite of a pump for me. Oh, Estonia, nice. Okay, Estonia is gonna be a nice country to retire in. Yeah, so Philosopher Raptor asked, yeah, he's questioning my percentage of ETH long term. Again, right now, majority of my portfolio is in Ethereum, but during the bear market, I'm not gonna hold any Ethereum. Again, majority of my portfolio I'll allocate in Bitcoin and then the rest in stable coins. The rest in stable coins for sure. So, but right now I just believe in Ethereum so much that I've allocated majority of it into Ethereum just to get that one final punch, because I do believe that Ethereum will really outperform Bitcoin in the next 12 months. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. But once we get to the bear market, I don't want to hold any Ethereum at all. I mean, I'd rather hold Bitcoin during the bear market because I believe that Ethereum during the bear market will most likely bleed more than Bitcoin. So if I were to hold one cryptocurrency, it's going to be Bitcoin. So during the bear market, I love Bitcoin during the bear market, but during the bull market, I'm pretty heavy altcoins, guys. So bull market, altcoins, bear market, Bitcoin. That's my philosophy. All right, guys. So let's go back. I think we've been all right. Let's actually do one more scenario because I do believe that majority of my subscribers, their portfolio is roughly $10,000. So I gave you guys an example of $100,000 portfolio, how it's possible. Again, depending on how you play it, $100,000 portfolio in this market cycle, even at this current valuation right now, can go from 100,000 to a million, and conservatively 500,000. So 5x, that's quite doable, especially if you hold altcoins. All right, guys. But we're definitely gonna do one example, all right, before we run out of time. We're gonna do one example where we do a $10,000 portfolio, because I do believe majority of my subscribers have a portfolio between 10,000 and 100,000. So we're gonna do one final example using a $10,000 portfolio, whether it's realistic to retire in this market cycle. All right, guys. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll end the chat with questions, and then we'll call it a day. Happy Saturday for those of you guys. And I believe for those of you in Asia, it's about to be Sunday. So happy Sunday for you guys. So let's do one final analysis using a $10,000 portfolio. All right, so we're gonna change this valuations to $10,000 portfolio right now. So let's assume you have a $10,000 portfolio right now. All right, guys, and let's answer the question: is it realistic to retire in this market cycle with a $10,000 portfolio? Let's take a look at that real quick. All right, so we're gonna change these numbers again. If I had a $10,000 portfolio right now, and I was looking for alpha, again, I don't know your financial situation. Maybe you guys have a lot of bills. You're paying for medical bills. I have no idea. All right, so I'm gonna cut all those variables out the way, and assuming that you can handle volatility, I'm assuming you can handle risk, because this portfolio right here, this is a banger right here, guys. So if your portfolio is basically 70% Ethereum and 30% altcoins, that's quite a banger portfolio. All right, guys, that's a lot of risk. There's no Bitcoin here. That's a banger portfolio. So again, as I'm assuming you guys can handle the risk. It's gonna be a lot of volatility, guys, with this kind of portfolio. So just warning you. All right, so with a $10,000 portfolio, we're gonna keep the ratios the same. We're gonna keep it a 70% Ethereum allocation and a 30% altcoin allocation. So let's change the numbers here. All right, guys, and I believe that we're most likely gonna hit. Right now, Ethereum is roughly $2,200. If we were to hit the ETH BTC ratio that I keep calling, I believe that ETH can easily hit a 9x from $2,200. So basically, if Ethereum were to 9x from these valuations, that'll put Ethereum at roughly 20 grand. All right, guys. So let's assume that happens. And you had a $10,000 portfolio, and 70% of that were into Ethereum. So basically, $7,000 right now will basically turn into 65,000. That's correct. So basically, $7,000 right now will turn into 65,000, and your altcoins. All right, guys. So basically, if I believe that Ethereum can 9x from $2,200, all right, let's say Ethereum 9x, guys. If you hold the right altcoin place, especially if you're looking at the altcoin to Ethereum chart, all right, guys. Let me show you an example. Actually, let me show you an example, just to make sure we're on the same page here. 1 second. All right, I'll give you one example of why I believe that altcoins will outperform Ethereum. Right, let's take a look at ETA, Year Finance Ethereum. All right, which is one of my favorite coins. Right, this is one example. All right, this is one example on why I believe that altcoins will easily outperform Ethereum by 50%. Again, that's conservative. That's conservative, guys. Very conservative. So let's take a look at Year in Finance here. All right, this is the Year in Finance Ethereum chart. Right now, Year in Finance has not been performing well against Ethereum. Right, so if we were to hit the peak Year in Finance Ethereum ratio, that's a 382% return against Ethereum. All right, so let's go back here. So basically, let's say, all right, let me change that real quick. 1 second, guys. All right, let's say that Ethereum were to 9x, right? And let's say your altcoin goes 300%. That's a 4x. So basically, if Ethereum were to 9x and your altcoins 4x's, that's easily a 37x, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna go aggressive. I'm gonna be very conservative and just keep it at 50%. All right. So even at 50%, that's 14x against Ethereum. So basically, take your altcoin portfolio, assuming you're in the right altcoin place, $3,000 worth of altcoins, and conservatively 50% outperforming Ethereum. That $3,000 will be $42,000 by the end of this market cycle. All right. So basically, at the end of the market cycle, you're going to have a $107,000 portfolio, right? So let's say you pay your taxes. Let's say you liquidate all of that, right? Again, we're going to talk about liquidation later on. I mean, not in this live, but probably a different video. But let's say you liquidate all of your portfolio, all of your $107,000 portfolio, you liquidate that. That's going to be $85,000 after taxes, all right? And again, we talked about 7%. Right now, Blockfi pays 8.6% on stablecoins. Crypto.com pays 12% if you have the green card. If you don't, it's 10%. If you have the upper tiers, it pays 14%. Right? For Celsius, they pay about 10% plus or minus on their stablecoins. So I don't know if they're going to keep the rates the same. They're probably going to lower that. So let's assume they lower that, right? So right now, the average is roughly 10%. Let's say they lower it to 7%, right? So if they lower it to 7%, gross before tax, you're going to have a $6,000 yearly income on stablecoins and a $500 monthly income, right? And let's say we cut that in half, the expectation, that's going to be $250 per month. So basically, if you have a $10,000 portfolio right now, it's going to be very hard to retire. I mean, you guys can potentially partially retire because, again, for a lot of the countries that I went to live in, $1,000 a month is very realistic, especially countries like Ukraine, Philippines, Vietnam. You can easily live on $1,000 a month. So let's say realistically you were to achieve a $10,000 portfolio right now, and you basically multiply that into 100,000, basically 10x. So you're gonna realistically achieve $250 per month, and if you guys are lucky, you're gonna achieve the $500 per month. Now again, you're not gonna be able to retire with $500 per month, but if you live in countries like Ukraine, that's 50% of your required income. All right, so maybe you retire on $500 per month and just work a part-time job. Work a job as a, I don't know, if you guys like being in a club, I would work a job as a bartender. All right, maybe work part-time as a bartender or whatever. So whatever fun job you'll have. So maybe you have a very, very stressful corporate job right now. Let's say you freaking hate your boss. All right, you hate your boss. You live in the States. You live in the UK. All right, I mean, guys, I'm telling you right now, I would easily give up a $100,000 salary in the United States to live in a different country and have the time of my life, guys. I'm telling you that right now. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna work in the United States for $100,000 per year and have a miserable life, right? Even if I was driving a BMW, you know what I mean? Like, that's a miserable life. If I were to achieve a $500 income portfolio, if you were to tell me there's a bartender opening in Ukraine, and then I get to party with amazing Ukrainian girls, heck yeah, guys, I'll take that. I mean, $1,000 a month in Ukraine, that's very realistic. You know what I mean? Like, let's say you have a $10,000 portfolio right now, and you were to achieve the $500 a month income, all right? And let's say just to be able to pay your remaining bills, like you work as a bartender in Ukraine. I mean, I'll take that life any day. Like I get to party, I get to drink. It's gonna be a fun life, guys. I mean, I would take that life any day over $100,000 corporate America salary any day, guys. Any day, I'll take that. But anyway, guys, so that's my analysis on a $10,000 portfolio. Now, again, as you guys can see, if your portfolio is $1,000 right now, or between 1,000 and 10,000, most likely it's going to be quite unrealistic to even partially retire on a $1,000 to $10,000 portfolio. So if your portfolio is only $1,000 right now, you might have to wait until the 2025 cycle. But guys, be patient, guys. I've been in crypto since 2017. So think about this. I waited 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, guys. I waited 5 freaking years, guys. 5 years. I waited 5 years to finally be able to say that, okay, I'll probably retire, right? So guys, if you're just joining crypto right now and you only have $1,000 portfolio, guys, be patient. Take your time. Whatever extra income you have on your job right now, keep pumping crypto. You know what I mean? So maybe you're not going to retire in 2021, right? So, but you're going to retire by 2025, all right? Believe in crypto, guys. It's the revolution. If you just be patient, all right? You don't have enough right now to retire if you only have 1,000, but just allocate as much as you can. $50 per month, $100 per month between now and 2025, guys. And I guarantee, guys, if you have the right place, guys, you will retire by 2025. I guarantee that. Again, not financial advice, but I just love crypto so much where I believe that. If you only have $1,000 right now, just be patient. By 2025, you will retire from your crappy corporate job, guys. If you guys have a crappy boss right now, just be patient. 5 years, you're out. 5 years, you're out, guys. Just be patient. Let's get back to the chat, and then we'll actually end this video. Again, sorry about that, guys. I feel very energetic right now. Again, I've been working 60-hour weeks, guys. Think about that. 60-hour weeks. Wow, that is corporate slavery right there. 60-hour weeks with no bonus, basically. 60-hour weeks, no bonus. How would you guys feel if you were me? I work 60-hour weeks and I don't get any bonus. That's basically corporate slavery right there. But anyway, guys, let's get back to the comments, actually end this chat, because unfortunately, I do have a boss that's nagging me right now. So I do have to get back to my corporate job after this. Again, I do apologize for not posting a video. I haven't posted on my main channel in a while, guys, and I do apologize for that. I'm just super busy right now. I work 60-hour weeks. I have a 4/30 deadline, April 30th, 2021. I do have a deadline. So hopefully, after all of this corporate crap is over, hopefully I can post more videos on my channel, guys. But I'll try my best, guys. I'm just so busy. So the most I can do is a live, I might as well go live for you guys. So definitely in the comment section below, if you guys have any remaining comments, I definitely want to hear them before I log off my chat, because I do have to go back to corporate America. Yes, Philosophy Rapture for sure, man, for sure. If you've been in crypto for a while now, like, you deserve to retire. Again, if you're just joining crypto, and you're not like, you're not a trust fund baby that inherited like $1 million. I mean, it's gonna take time, guys. It's gonna take time. Again, for those of you guys that don't know my story, I took a $10,000 portfolio. I grew it all the way to 168,000 in 2017, and then it went back down to 9,000. Like, think about that, guys. That's painful. That's painful. In 2017, I went from 10,000 to 168,000, and then went back down to like 9,000. That's not gonna happen again. It's not gonna happen again. I learned my lesson in 2017. I know the hodl community. I do know that, but I'm not gonna hodl. I'm not gonna hodl majority of my portfolio. I've already learned my lesson that crypto is very volatile. So once we hit my targets, $15,000 Ethereum, $20,000 Ethereum, like, I'm out. I might keep a little bit. But majority of my portfolio, I'll definitely liquidate into stable coins for sure. And then I'm going to wait until the next bear market. I don't mind holding stable coins for 6 months. There's nothing wrong with that. 6 months, 1 year, there's nothing wrong with that. If it's only bad if you hold stable coins for like 5 years, 6 years, that's bad, right? But if you hold stable coins for 1 year, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Hold stable coins, find the right place. You guys will find the next opportunity. If you hold stable coins for 1 year and crypto were to go down, let's say Bitcoin goes from $220,000 all the way down to 60,000. Wow, what an amazing buying opportunity. You have a crap load of stable coins. You can just buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum, you can buy any altcoins you want, guys, after the bear market finally settles in. So for sure, guys. So let's take a look at the comments section real quick. Yeah, Wasi. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, you're welcome, man. I know I'm quite analytical for sure. So I try to keep it very analytical. So wow, okay. Pradum has a, what is that? A 500, is that 500,000? I can't count the zeros. Let me see. 50,000. Okay, for sure, for sure. You have a $50,000 portfolio. Yeah, for sure. I mean, tripling is very realistic. I mean, my prediction is 10x. If you have a $50,000 portfolio, I believe you can 10x that if you hold the right altcoin play, especially Ethereum, Cardano. So many DeFi tokens out there. You can probably 10x that. 50,000 going to 500,000. I do believe that that's possible. You know, and with 500,000, yeah, you can retire on that. That's quite doable. All right, guys. So if you don't have any more questions, guys, you know, I'm gonna end the chat early. Again, it's quite a busy Saturday for me. I do have a lot of things planned for work, unfortunately. So you know, again, I'll catch you on my next live. Again, if I do free up some time with my corporate job, I will post on my regular channel because I have just so much info that I want to post right now. I feel like I'm losing momentum. So definitely, guys, for those of you that are just joining, I do appreciate all your support. I do appreciate all your likes, all your comments. You know, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, guys. I need it, guys. You all know we all want to retire. You know, once I get to 10,000 subscribers, you know, I feel like I'm gonna have just a little bit of income to where I can at least pay my rent, things like that. So definitely, I do appreciate all your support. You know, smash the like button every time I post a video, comment, helps the YouTube algorithm. So hopefully one day my channel can hit 10,000 subscribers so I can realistically retire, you know, without having to eat ramen noodles, guys. So actually, real quick, you know, I've been so busy, guys. I've actually been eating some ramen for a few days now. I know it's unhealthy, but I've been busy and I just haven't had time to cook. So I've been eating a little bit of ramen, but yeah, guys. Crypto is not about ramen, guys. It's about living the lifestyle you want. So definitely, let's all cheers to that, guys. So cheers, Blake. Let's all cheers to that. Let's all retire one day with our cryptocurrency portfolios to do whatever the heck we want, like whether that be YouTube, whatever the heck you guys want to do in life. You know, we're all gonna retire one day with our cryptocurrency portfolio. So all right, guys. So definitely, I do appreciate all of you, and I'll see you on my next live for sure. All right, guys. You all enjoy your Saturday, your Sunday, your weekend. I'll see you next time.